Hey, I'm Victor Lucas. Welcome to Film Fury. I am going to be reviewing Lego Ninjago, the movie. Johnny didn't want to join me for this one, and I completely understand. But I did take my daughter, and I will have a review. But first, I have to thank the VFS School of Film. Thank you so much for your support. Now let's get right into it. The Lego Ninjago movie is obviously a little bit of a cash-in because Lego is a huge partner with this, and they've got the huge toy line out there. They've had success with the Lego movie. They've had success with the Lego Batman movie, financial success. I wasn't blown away by the Lego Batman movie, so I went into this movie with a little bit of hope, but also trepidation because I didn't expect that this was going to be that fun. I don't know anything about the Ninjago series. I've played with some of the Lego Ninjago characters in the Lego Dimensions video game. I'm going to say Lego about 1 billion times in this review, so just get ready for that. But I didn't really kind of have a grapple on what my expectations should be. But I did want my daughter to have a good time with this thing. And quite frankly, we both had a pretty good time with Lego Ninjago. It was a bit of a surprise. Very cool kind of set designs in this thing. We've got this sort of futuristic city. We've got ninjas that power these giant robot suits. We've got a pretty funny bad guy in Garmadon, played by Justin Theroux. He has got some pretty good one-liners all the way through this. He's got a son who's actually one of the Ninjago heroes, Lloyd Garmadon. And everybody knows that he's the bad guy's son, so he's kind of traumatized, and he also feels abandoned by his father because his father would rather be the evil bad guy and do all kinds of heinous things than be any kind of a dad to his little kid, and he completely ignores him. And so Dave Franco, who I think carries the weight of the picture as Lloyd Garmadon, has to kind of work through some stuff here. He's got some dad issues, he's got some dilemmas about sort of keeping his superhero life a secret, and he's got also the high school sort of shenanigans. All of the Ninjago buddies are all part of the same high school. So it's got echoes of the Power Rangers kind of thing, fused with ninjas. Jackie Chan plays Sensei Wu. He's got this live action bit at the beginning of the movie, which is kind of charming. It's amazing to have, been charting Jackie Chan's career over these years, and he was the young buck that was incredibly nimble and flexible, and now he's the old master, and he's teaching kids about Kung Fu and martial arts and stuff. You know, he's got some Gandalf-like moments in this film as well. I was just charmed. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing that's beyond expectations. I think you can kind of understand, especially because it quips and it speeds along with that same kind of ferocity that the Lego movie did and Lego Batman did. Lots of sort of punchy one-liners, lots of great little jokes. Justin Theroux, as Garmadon always calls his son Lloyd, because of course Lloyd has the 2 L's in it, and it made me smile and it made me laugh at a couple places, and I was kind of wowed by some of the sets. I think it does its job as a commercial for Lego and for Lego Ninjago, because you're like, oh my God, that's a really cool set. I would love that giant robot set at home. So, that's kind of what it is. It's a whiz-bang, slap-sticky, kind of crazy action picture with some cutesy characters that maybe don't sort of live up to their potential, because we do have some great actors in here. Michael Pena's in here. We've got Zach Woods, who plays Zane, who is supposed to be human Ninjago, but obviously is a robot, and he's got lots of great little lines. Boy, does that Zane Woods guy sound like a robot. That was perfect casting for that. And I was actually quite impressed by Dave Franco's performance. He's got to kind of be the emotional center of all this, and I thought he did a pretty commendable job. My daughter was scared in a couple places. It does get pretty intense. Made me kind of realize that a lot of the cliches that we've seen in lots and lots of action pictures through our lifetime are still brand new to little kids. And at one point, I said, no, that character is going to be back. And she looked up at me and she said, how do you know? And that would kind of hit home with me. But frankly, so did the movie. The movie's pretty cool. I can see the appeal and why we would want to keep seeing more of these Lego movies, even if we are going to start to see these things as more overt cash-ins. And I think Lego Ninjago sort of walks that tightrope, that sort of commercial, buy this stuff kind of tightrope, a little precariously, but it's still got lots and lots of little entertainment value. May not be the movie that you want to rush out to the theater to go and see, but I think when you do catch this thing, because it's inevitable that you will, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I'm going to give the Lego Ninjago movie a 7 out of 10. Now, if you feel like you've got an animation picture inside of you that's just busting to get out, you know, you can learn all kinds of skills to be able to do that at the Vancouver Film School. Go to VFS.edu for more info.